Hi, Sean. Thank you so much for talking with me today.
Of course, Kim. Thanks for coming down.
What are we doing here?
Well, we have a carp tournament going on, the 2023 ACS Wild Carp Classic. We have anglers from about 14 different states that have come in to catch some of these incredible fish in your local waters here. Today's a big social event, so we're having a lot of fun. A lot of sponsors, a lot of vendors, a trade show that we had today, and then we start fishing tomorrow morning at about 7 a.m. We're fishing all week until Saturday at noon.
And how long is that altogether?
I think it's about 72 hours. 72 hours, 24/7, 72 hours, all night, all day. It's an endurance event.
It sounds like it, yeah. And so you are the co-founder, correct, of the American Carp Society?
Correct. I'm the co-founder with Wayne Boone, my partner, who is here today as well. We both came to the States in '89, many years ago, and we founded the American Carp Society in 2002. And we put on tournaments all over the country, social events. It's a membership organization. Anybody who's an interested fisherman that has interest in the species end up usually being a member. We work with the DEC, we work with local state authorities as well on the education of the species to the public, because there's a lot of misinformation on them. But that's what we're here for. It should be a great week.
So tell me a little bit more about the species and your interest in the species. Why carp?
They're the most intelligent freshwater species, biologically. I think they're right up there with one other species. They grow incredibly large, they fight incredibly well, and they're incredibly intelligent, and they're very hard to catch, the larger ones. So a regular size, carp is like 15, 20 pound, which is a big fish, for like a bass fisherman or something like that. But that's smaller fish for us. We're looking for the high 30s, 40s, and into the 50-pound fish, and they're very hard to catch.
Right, and the biggest in New York State is right around 50, right?
Yeah, just over 50 pounds. I think 50 pounds and 4 ounces. We have a $50,000 purse. So if that is beaten during these next 4 days, somebody's going to walk away with $50,000.
That is very exciting.
Yep.
So tell me more about the rules. What are these anglers expecting?
Well, these anglers specialize in the species. They put a lot of work and time into educating themselves on the species. There's certain ways to catch the bigger fish, so it's they will have been preparing bait for the last week, and they will have been looking at the various topography of the river and the lake, depending upon where they're going to pull their peg, which we're going to do tomorrow morning early, and they'll just be preparing to work really hard. Like I said, it's an endurance event, and once the fish move in on the bait, you can be pulling fish in one after the other. It's a very prolific water. There are a lot of great fish here, which is the reason why we chose the venue. So yeah, we're looking forward to an exciting week.
Yeah, that was my next question. Why Baldwinsville? What makes this area great for carp?
Well, you have a wonderful fishery here. We started this event actually back in 2005 originally, and it's gone through some different hands over the years. So it's like a homecoming for us, coming back to us, because we want to take it to another level professionally. We want to do a lot for the city of Syracuse and Baldwinsville and the villages, around here, because you do have a natural resource. You have the infrastructure to support anglers from overseas. We already have anglers asking us about next year's event from overseas. There's carp are a very prolific fish overseas. They're very popular. They are the most popular freshwater species of fish outside of the USA. Bass is the big one here, but in every other country in the world, it's carp. And quite honestly, for us, we see guys hiding up like 10-pound, 5-pound bass and going, yay! And we're like, what's the fuss about? We're used to 25, 30-pound fish.
Right.
It's like big game hunting. It could take you two days to catch them.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. So tell me more about the prizes. We talked about the biggest fish prize, but what else for anglers?
We've got a $42,000 payout. We have some incredible sponsors this year. We have Solar Tackle from overseas. We have carpangler.com, who are a retail broker here, a retailer of fishing tackle here. They donated a digital cradle. The Lake House in Connecticut, which is a carp venue. People from overseas pay and fly over to catch those big fish in that venue. They donated 3 Century rods, so we've got a lot of prizes. Treaty Oak is our whiskey sponsor. We had somebody drive all the way from Texas with 60 bottles of whiskey.
Wow.
All the way here. Very important fella. So we've got a lot of money prizes. We've got goods prizes, whiskey, the whole thing. So
Awesome. So if people are interested, locals are interested in watching, how do they find out where to go?
Well, we're actually, if you go to the KeepNet app, the whole tournament is live on the KeepNet app. So you can download that to your phone. You can check it out online. And as fish are being caught, they're added to the leaderboard. You can also come down. It's over 7 miles of bank space. Our anglers love to speak to individuals. If they want to come down during the week and talk to us and potentially see some really big fish being caught and weighed, that type of thing, we welcome locals to come down and ask questions and get interested, because if you're a fisherman and you live in Baldwinsville, Syracuse, in this area, and you're not fishing for these fish, you have an incredible resource. If you're a fisherman, once you hook into them, you're not going to go back.
So I know the peg stretch from Onondaga Lake Park all the way back here to Baldwinsville, but where in Beeville specifically can people look out for the anglers?
It's, Ginny Russell, my tournament director, who's handling the boots on the ground stuff, she would have the direct answer for that, to be quite honest. I'm still trying to find everything on Google Maps. Yeah. I've got to run out with Wayne and take professional photographs.
I know there are pegs down at like a community park and that trail along the river there. So if people start at community park, I live right by there. I know you can't miss them from there. Right,
and anybody can reach out to us as well. AmericanCarpSociety.com is our website. They can reach out to us through there. Instagram, American Carp Society on Instagram, they can reach out to us there. We can tell them exactly where we are. And, the more people that come down and get involved in it, the bigger it will be and the better it will be. The more businesses that are able to support us. We've got 140 people here today. Next year, we're looking to double it. And we'll have anglers from overseas coming over as well. So the more support we get, the bigger it can get in terms of the sport. And the better it will be for the local businesses as well, which is really important.
Yeah, absolutely. I love what this could mean for our local economy. So I'm glad you're all here. And I know you're busy, so we're going to let you go. But I just want to ask you about the future. Where do you see this growing? In addition to just more anglers, what's the vision for next year and beyond?
Yeah, with any luck, the World Carp Championships will be here next year. The American Carp Society hosted the first World Carp Championship overseas in 2005 on the St. Lawrence River. We had $1 million first prize for a state record. It made the front page of the Wall Street Journal. So the goal here is to have this event every single year, every spring, get bigger and bigger and bigger, and to take the one-day social day today into 2 to 3 days with local vendors into what will hopefully be known at some point as Carp Week, right? We did that up in New York. We're given the keys to the city and the whole thing. So again, it's great for the local economy, get more people involved, expand it, get more businesses involved. Yeah, it's right here on your doorstep. It's an incredible fishery. We're happy to be here.
Great. Well, thank you so much for taking time to talk to me. I'm so looking forward to Carp Week next week. I hope it comes to fruition. This is great.
It will, with everybody's help here in Syracuse.
That's
right. Will. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Sean.
Okay.
Bye.